Hey guys, J-Man here in the Phantom Zone, and we're going to be doing some wrestling talk as usual every Tuesday. So can't do it alone. So let's bring in my buddy. Hey Steve.
Hey J man.
All right, so we are live. I just got a notification saying we're live. I'm like, I know that.
Man, it's good to know we're live.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck? So I'm just using my other camera just because it's easier, and I'm planning on doing a few more tier ranking videos, and I'm gonna get the Action Elite on there, and John from Action Flicks, and we're gonna try to get Charlie from Give Me Back My Action Movies and Give Me Back My Horror Movies, and hopefully you and Sean will join us, and we'll have like a full panel. And I want to do another tier ranking of all the MCU, not just MCU movies, but everything. Like the Punisher movies, X-Men, like all of it. WandaVision, like everything. And we're going to do like a massive ranking. The ranking to end all the rankings. Maybe get four in there too. That, like, you know, and that's the bottom line ranking. So quick updates. Tomorrow there will not be a stream on Action Elite as far as I know. But Thursday, Sean and I will be back in the Phantom Zone talking about 90s comics. We're going to discuss the September 1990 releases. So that'll be fun. No topic, but the week after, I believe we're going to try to do Cyberforce. I'm not 100% sure if I want that to be the topic, but I'm leaning towards it. Cyberforce just had an anniversary. So why not do Cyberforce? And Saturday, we're bringing the Phantom Zone back. We're going to talk about, man, I'm behind on Ms. Marvel. I kind of forgot about it. So we're going to talk about Ms. Marvel. We'll talk about the finale of Kenobi, and we will discuss, I guess, Superman and Lois. Is there a new one this week? Finale this week?
Yeah, the finale this week. Hopefully, Allie gets killed and we never have to hear about her ever again.
Yeah, that show has flown over the shark, I guess, if you want. So yeah, we'll do that, and then next Tuesday, of course, we'll be talking about Money in the Bank, plus whatever, you know, SmackDown and all that. So Money in the Bank is this Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Saturday. So this will be the last discussion with us. So next week's will be SmackDown, Money in the Bank, Raw, and that'll be covered next Tuesday, 1 week from today. Okay. Any other updates? Not really. That's pretty much it. The Action Elite will return a week from Wednesday, so not tomorrow, but a week from Wednesday, and we're going to discuss our top 5 favorite John Carpenter movies, which I'm really looking for. I mean, I did that top 5 in 2 seconds. And I don't think my top 5 is going to match everyone else. Everyone knows my top 1. I won't say it here in case, you know. But I don't think my top 5 John Carpenter movies is going to be the same as a lot of people's top 5 John Carpenter movies. And I know I'm going to have problems when I say the 5th one, because my 5th one is probably going to be a lot of people's first one. And they're going to be like, wait a minute. Are we doing the first to the last? From 5. And they're going to be like, oh, okay, that's your 5th one. But I'm being very honest about it. But I would say that my top 8 John Carpenter movies, or even 9, are all pretty much like 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could do a top 10 John Carpenter movies, and they'd all be 10s. Or the top 5 are all 10 out of 10, and then the next 5 are 9.5 out of 10 or something. You know what I mean? Like, he's my second favorite director. And he's not my second favorite director because I like the sound of his name. It's like, I didn't even know a lot of those movies were connected when I was watching them. Like I'd watched Halloween and then I'd watch like They Live, and they're like, oh, that's the same guy. I'm like, oh my God, you know, it's like.
Yeah. The problem when you do a top 5 Carpenter list is really not 1 to 4, it's 5. Because you pick 5 and then you're like, oh wait, what about this? Right. Oh wait, what about this? oh wait, what about this? That to me was the problem. Like I have my 5, but the 5th one, I'm like, oh, it's this one, and I'm like, wait a minute, he did this. Wait a minute, he did this. Wait a minute, he did this. I'm like, I have all of them. I have them all on my Blu-ray or 4K. I'm like, I went back to the original one because I'm going with my heart on all of this stuff. Like we could talk about it, but this one is a heart thing. This is not going to be as analytical as some of the other stuff we do.
Yeah, and there's just going to be things where I like this character, and that's it.
Yeah,
like I don't care. Like, and there's some John Carpenter movies where it's like The Fog is not making the top 5, right?
right.
And that's a banger movie, but it's just not gonna. Unfortunately, I didn't see it in the time of when I saw these other ones. Like, I can't tell you because it'll reveal my top, but like what I watched when I watched it, these 5 are basically the 5 that I watched at the time where it was the perfect time for you to watch these movies because they just got ingrained into me. So I'm looking forward to this top 5 John Carpenter, and I'd love to do maybe a full David Cronenberg ranking even, or even just do rank all the John Carpenter movies. Red Letter Media did it, and I had a lot of fun watching their video, and I started thinking, what would be my full ranking, So maybe we'll do that, which is like a smaller group with just like maybe a couple of us. But okay, well, let's get on to it. We're gonna talk first, but we'll do it in order. We'll do SmackDown first, and we'll talk about Raw and all that as well with John Cena and all that kind of stuff as well. But SmackDown, my notes here. So I've got Sonya Deville. Wow, came back. So pretty good. I don't know if what happened because I follow her on her social media, and I don't think she was. I think she was just like off. Like I know Zelina's just doing photo shoots all the time. I guess she's still injured, but I don't know what's injured of her.
Her knee?
She doesn't. Her knee?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it doesn't appear like there's any kind of injury because it's just constant photo shoots and hair and makeup events. But so Sonya Deville, and she came out saying, "I don't like the way you're treating the women's division." That was super funny. And like this was the biggest WTF booking of all time. Like I was completely stunned. So I've got my my thing here, but it's like, okay, so Sonya, you're gonna wrestle Lacey Evans and Raquel in a handicap match.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. Well, that's weird.
It was hyper weird because why? First of all, why does Raquel Rodriguez need a partner?
Right.
She's basically 2 women in one.
Right.
Second of all, why are these 2 a tag team? And what beef do we have with Sonya Deville that we want to see her get beat up by 2 other competitors? Like it was, yeah, that booking was very odd. And then she came down with Shayna and Xia Li, and I'm like, even more confusion.
Yeah, then I thought they'd make it 3-on-2.
Yeah.
No.
They were just hanging around outside. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, what is
they
happening?
They tried to get them
now?
involved. I mean, does someone hate Sonya Deville in WWE? Does Vince McMahon hate Sonya Deville or something? Like, who thought this was a good idea?
Yeah, we're just saying, like, it was so weird. It's like Sonya versus, like, I mean, Lacey's huge and Raquel is even bigger. Like, it's just like, what happened here?
Yeah, this was
literally so weird. It's saying that it's saying 0 people are on the stream. Double C, you're not a human. That's weird.
Well, he's our favorite non-human then.
Yeah, I know that our wrestling talk is not as big as obviously our comic book talk, but it's like, how is it like, because we still get like a bunch of views after the fact. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if I can trust these analytics.
I think YouTube is just trolling us now.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird analytics. I told you it's like I have a lot of people watching who are not subscribers, so it's like that's weird. I guess I watch channels that I'm not subscribed to, but that's like a one-time. Like some guy puts
Yeah.
like a video of, here's me in Japan. I'm like, oh, this looks cool, and then I watch that, and it's like I'm not gonna subscribe, right? But like it's like consistent returning viewers who are not subscribed. Like how do they know that I'm on? I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, yeah. So that was weird.
Speaking of weird, that match was weird. Like I don't know what this did for anyone. It literally did nothing for anyone.
Yeah.
I don't like Angle. Sure, Sonya Deville has to take on 2 people. She brings out 2 people. They're not in the match. Sure. Wow.
That was just random weirdness. Okay, so I like Sonya Deville. Oh, she's the other one who's doing cameos as well.
Oh.
So right now, a lot of the stars are doing cameos, which is I'm not affiliated with Cameo, but it's that website where you can get shout outs or whatever. It's like a 1 minute long shout out to your friend, or you can do it for yourself. And they're doing what's her name? So Sonya Deville is on there. Who did I say?
Liv Morgan,
Shotzi, Shayna Baszler, and Carmella. Carmella, Shotzi, and Sonya Deville are like $300 USD, $300, and Liv is like 700, and I think she's donating her entire thing. I think they're donating money or something. Shayna Baszler's $90, and that's just I think just her normal thing. Oh, I got Becky 2 belts. I'll show you the Funko. That came
nice.
in. I bought 2 of them. I kept one in the packaging, so I'll show you the Becky 2 belts that I have. Yeah. So that was a weird match, but I do like when Sonya Deville was like, "Oh, you're treating the women's division like crap or whatever," and I'm like, "You are. Do something, you bastard."
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing, man, was awesome. Natalya pretending to be Ronda. See, that was good because there's no heat between them, right? So they had to do something. But for half a second, you're like, wait, is that Ronda? It's like, oh, okay. It's like, no. It's like, because it came out and the music started. I'm like, all right. And then it was Natalya, which is super funny. And then she's like, oh, I'm going to tap and all that.
Yeah.
And like and then there's like and then of course Ronda comes out. And then they have a thing, and she says like, "Oh, she's like, I don't change my body to like adhere to like social pressure."
Yeah, something like that. She's like, at least I didn't have my body like altered or something like damaged. Or I don't know what she said. And I was like, is she talking about her? Did Natalya get breast implants?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see Natalya before. Like sometimes it was obvious with people like Stephanie McMahon and stuff like that or whatever. But like I don't know Natalya really. So, and she's a bit like, more wider, curvier as they say. So maybe those, I don't know if those are or not, but like.
I mean, they never really struck me. Her boobs never struck me as overly big or overly, ridiculously small. So I'm like, maybe she did back when she was starting out. I have no idea. I've like maybe her lips, because her lips look kind of bigger now. I'm like, maybe she had the Botox to her lip. I have no idea. Obviously, someone knows something about. Obviously, Ronda knows what Natalya has had done to her more than I do.
Right.
Which makes it.
Would you say that Rhea Ripley, she's altering herself to become a personality or whatever? Like, I mean, is that even a thing anymore? Like, is that even looked down upon anymore in this time that we're living in now, where it seems like anyone can just do whatever they want and for whatever reason they want, and
I don't look down on Natalya for doing that. Like, those things were invented for people to have it done. So
yeah, I mean, I personally don't care at all. It's like
I don't care. I mean, the one thing that was missing from Natalya's rant, which was the obvious thing, is, well, at least I'm here every week.
Right. She should have said that. And Ronda isn't in the shape that she was
No,
before.
no.
So, she could have played on. I don't know how in depth they go. I know that there's a few guys out there, superstars out there, that really want to work out what's going to be said and not too much breaking the fourth wall or getting into the personal stuff. Like sometimes, like I saw a clip with John Cena making fun of The Rock, because The Rock had written some of his dialogue on his wrist or something.
Yeah.
And like John Cena was like, "Oh, it's like, it's like it's like I don't need to have my speech written out on my arm or whatever." And it's like he kind of made fun of that. But I think The Rock knew he was going to make fun of. Like, it's like I don't know, or maybe he didn't. I don't know. Like, I know that Hogan's been pissed off at certain times where people have said things, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were going to say that, or you were going to go there." But it's weird now because of the way wrestling is. We all know everything because of the internet. So do you play into that more? Like saying, "Oh, Ronda, how's your video game streams going?" or something. Like, she could have said that or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know wrestling is scripted, and I know dialogue is scripted, right? Like, and lines are scripted. It's possible, and Natalia's a company worker. That's why she's still there. That's why she's held in such high regard. She's a pro. So she never struck me as the sort of person who went off script. Certain people could go off script. Like Cena was allowed the latitude to go off script. Like Austin. Like people who their character's so awesome that you allow them that opportunity because they're going to come up with something good. Natalia's not really a promo person. So something tells me she would have had to stick to the script. And the script obviously didn't say, "Oh, P.S. Ronda's hardly showing up. She's always playing video games."
Oh, yeah. I don't think Ronda's a, "Hey, say whatever you feel like" kind of a person.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, they rehearse. They do rehearse. I know they rehearse. But the thing is that there's certain improvisation you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Especially some of the performers. But Natalia's not in there. This speaks then to WWE, pay attention to what's going on. Ronda's not showing up. She's not fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You should say something about. You should acknowledge that in the thing. Have one of them say something.
Mm-hmm.
Not because you necessarily want Ronda to show up, but at least acknowledge the situation.
Yeah, the thing is that because of, well, I don't know, it's not necessarily a limited roster. It's a limited amount of people that they're pushing.
Yeah.
When your champion is not showing up, and then you have, and Aaliyah's been injured or something. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, but yeah.
Or has she? Because like she's not around now.
They mentioned she got hurt.
Yeah. So, but let's say like who's someone like, if Asuka's showing up every day on everything, it's like, why isn't she the champ then? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I think it's different now. I don't think it's the same as like the Hogan era where, where it's like, or Superstar era, or I don't know what it's called, where it's like Hulk Hogan's like, "Yeah, I'm just going to show up for the big stuff."
No, it is like that. That's how Brock Lesnar's got by. It's just it's not respected anymore. People respect the workhouses.
Right. That's what. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But the WWE doesn't get that. They don't understand. Like part of the reason Cena was celebrated is because he was a workhorse for a good mate. Now he hasn't been in the WWE very often in the last 3-4 years when he's been in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But before that period, he was a workhorse. He was there all the time, all the shows, all the pay-per-views. He made fun of The Rock for coming in, and he's like, he didn't want to wrestle Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 36, I think, or something.
Right.
Because he's like, I don't want to take the spot of someone who's been here all year, and then I can just come in and do that. So there's a respect for the workhorses, but Vince McMahon still runs the WWE like a carnival, right? Where you have your main attraction, and that doesn't always happen, right? Like that happens for special things. Now we're seeing it for Roman Reigns, right? Roman Reigns isn't dropping the bat. If Roman Reigns is like, comes to me and I'm running WWE, and he's like, "Yeah, I want to take the summer off." I'd be like, "Cool, you're dropping the belt to this guy on this show, this belt to this guy on this show, and this guy to this is going, and this guy gets every belt on this other show." You like this is where the sports and the entertainment sort of divide. So in entertainment, you only give them what they want on certain occasions when they paid for it. That's entertainment. Tom Cruise isn't showing up for Saw. Tom Cruise is showing up for Top Gun, right? Sports, and you see this with the NBA all the time, there's fines in the NBA if you don't play your top players because the fans are paying for that. They're paying for this game. They want to see LeBron James. They don't want to see the third string point guard out on the frigging court. They're paying for LeBron James. They paid that price to see LeBron James. So that's the difference between the two. And you see where Vince McMahon exists. He doesn't exist in the sports realm. It's the entertainment realm.
Right. Yeah. So he's saying, oh, you want Lesnar? You're going to have to pay the pay-per-view to see him.
Yeah.
And the problem is, though, is that it's all the long game because like there's not going to be this John Cena night where everyone's like super excited and he's been around forever and everyone's like, yeah, because there's not going to be 20 years of celebration of Brock Lesnar because you're going to be like, okay, I saw him 3 times.
Yeah,
like,
in those 5 years or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, right. In 5 years, I saw him 5 times.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, he shows up for WrestleMania, wins, and then you don't see him anymore. It's like, whereas Becky Lynch, you always see her.
Yep. The workhorses, you need the workhorses, and the workhorses are valuable. That's how Bret Hart became champion. I'm sorry. Yes, he had the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. That was awesome. The Hitman was cool, and he had the Sharpshooter, which was a great finisher. And thank God, because he's a smaller guy, he didn't have a power move as his finisher because he never hit that on Yokozuna or anything. But he was the top guy because he was the worker. He was always there, and he always put up good matches. Now, typically, those guys shouldn't be the top guy. Those guys should be just below the top guy. Those should be the mid-tier Intercontinental Champion guys, right? You're supposed to develop the top-tier guys. Occasionally, you get one who can do both, but that's like lightning in a friggin' bottle. So,
yeah,
you know.
Well, I mean, that's that. The next thing that happened was Tamina versus Shotzi.
Can I just say, the spot at the beginning where Shotzi put a sleeper hold on Tamina and Tamina just stood there with a stunned look on her face, like, what is she actually doing? Was the funniest spot I've seen in a while. And then she just threw her over her head. I'm like, that's awesome.
I like Shotzi a lot. I think she's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly, Double C. Like, sure, he shows up and he gets his $1 million and the fans pay for that. Cool. I get it. But, you know, what about Raven? What about the guy who shows up every week?
What about Raisin?
Raisin. What about you? What about Raisin?
I know. Yeah. What about Raven? I'm gonna find a What About Raven thing and put that on.
What about Raisin? Yeah. I'm sure that GIF is there where he's saying, "What about you? What about Raisin?"
I'll find like a clip on it on YouTube and I can put it on. Yeah, it's like I mean, what about him? But like, yeah. So I mean, I liked the Shotzi and Tamina.
Yeah,
I mean, I like Shotzi. I think she's fun.
Yeah, I'm glad she made the money in the bank. But you know, someone loses a lot when she hits her finisher and Michael Cole has to go the next 3 minutes to describe what the finisher is and what the name is.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's the never wake up DDT. That's what she calls it, never wake up DDT. I'm like, yeah, because she's never used it for because she never wins.
I know. I wrote it down. Never wake up. Did you guys get that? Don't wake. No, never. Oh, never wake up. Okay, yeah, we got it. We got it. Will that ever be used again? No. Why am I writing this down?
Just it's the one and only appearance of the Never Wake Up DDT.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. All right. So that was it for the Smacketh Down.
Yeah, big disappointment that Aaliyah didn't wrestle Shotzi because I thought that'd be a fun story to tell. But glad Shotzi's in the Money in the Bank.
I was assuming Aaliyah would have made it then.
I think they both would have made it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it for SmackDown. Raw was actually pretty good, but like you had to wait a while. So we'll talk about the women's stuff, and then we can end off by giving our thoughts on the John Cena thing
and their Money in the Bank predictions.
And the Money in the Bank predictions. Yeah, sure. So Bianca came out saying, "Oh, Carmella doesn't respect herself, and come say it to my face and all that crap." So then she came out. I don't know. It wasn't enough to get me excited for that match.
No, not at all. But I'm glad Carmella finally has something to say. Like she said, Carmella is money. I'm like,
right.
Okay. Remember that little line, because that's now your catchphrase.
Yeah, Mella is money, but but you're not. Are you money? Like, what's like? I know it's supposed to be like I'm the best, or I make the money for that. Like, but
or I win the big match. I win the big match.
Yeah,
money.
Yeah. It's like, okay, but you're gonna lose. I mean, there's your prediction. She's losing, obviously.
I'm looking at that as a possible, and they won't. Every time I say this, I'm like, oh, this might happen. It never happens because these guys don't think like me. So I don't even know why I keep saying it. But what I would do is have like Bianca squash Carmella, celebrate, and have whoever wins the Money in the Bank ladder match cash in on Bianca and blindside her while she's doing it. Like, I can't believe that Carmella versus Bianca and Natalya versus Ronda are 2 pay-per-view matches. Sorry.
I mean, Ronda's obviously going to win and Bianca's going to win. There's no predictions to make.
No, I'm let's predict what's going to happen in the Money in the Bank match. The other two is like nothing.
Yeah. I mean, like it's like I am hyper confident in that. Like,
well, there's no discussion. Yeah. I mean, and just as a side note too, how sad is it that now the Judgment Day has gone from their lights and all that to confronting the Mysterios and backstage? Like, what was the point of that?
The Mysterios need to leave. It's actually upsetting. They just come out and it's just like no one cares. And it's like, that's his son, right?
Yeah, Dominic.
And it's just like, buddy, you're going nowhere. You're going nowhere and you're getting there really slowly.
It's painful to watch.
It's painful. They just need to end it. And then Judgment Day came out and it was like, why? You're like, oh, we're Judgment Day. And literally I'm like, wait, who are you guys? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That was Terminator 2, wasn't it? Judgment Day. It's like, isn't that new X-Men and Humans and Avengers crossover coming out? It's called Judgment Day. It's like, no, we're the wrestling version. Oh, right. I mean, they lost Edge, and it was like they lost their edge, and they lost Edge. And now Rhea Ripley's not there, which, like, she was cool. It's like, this is just like brutal. This is what happens when you don't have a full roster of people.
Yeah.
It's like Rhea Ripley's injured. All of a sudden, the women's division has nobody to work with. And it's like, and like Cody Rhodes is out, and they're like, So it's like 2 or 3 people get injured, and all of a sudden now you have Bianca versus Carmella as a pay-per-view. It's like,
and you dust off Brock Lesnar yet again to be like, okay, Brock, this is your 700th match with Roman.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll win the belt this time.
And they can just do it in their sleep now because they literally like fought each other so many times.
Who is paying their last man standing match at SummerSlam? The last man standing won't be the fans because they've already seen this, man. They're like
they're leaving. Oh my god, it's a last man standing. And it's like the fans are like, yeah, let's go to the bathroom now. It's this is the last match. We better get to our car. It's gonna be a zoo getting out of the park. Maybe Roman will win, maybe Brock will win. I don't know. And then if Brock wins, does he get both belts, or how does that work?
No, someone's got to cash in on them. I hope the Money in the Bank they cash in on them, and you got to have a champion who shows up once a month at least.
Yeah, like isn't the head of the table at every meal?
Yeah,
I'm the head of the table. Well, you're never here, so
you know what?
That's like Excalibur in the movie Excalibur, where Lancelot never shows up because he loves Guinevere, and then Sir Gawain, who's played by Liam Neeson, is like, he goes, he is the best of us. Why then is he never here? And it's like, yeah, why isn't he here?
One thing Paul Heyman hasn't really. First of all, I don't know why Paul Heyman is able to influence anyone. Like, if he's able to influence matches to be made, why doesn't he do that all the time? Why is he waiting now to influence, to have like Drew McIntyre and Sheamus have to team up? Like, and why those two guys? Shouldn't he have all five? Like, this is where you get into the weird logic of WWE. But like the island of relevance, I'm like, can you show that to me in a map? Like, which island is relevant? What is the island of relevance? Can you point it out? Like, that's why I'd ask Paul Heyman, like, get a map of the world. Okay, Mr. Heyman, which island is it? Is it off Samoa? Because Roman Reigns is Samoan. Is it there? Or did you go in a different direction? Like, please explain to me where the island of relevance. This is like parts unknown. Show it to me on a map.
Yeah, it's this unknown part, right? Well, it's unknown.
Yeah.
So they don't know where it is.
It's in the Bermuda Triangle.
It's that's like Superman 3, that unknown ingredient where they come kryptonite. And it's unknown because it's unknown. They don't know it.
That is one of the 5 billion great things in that movie.
That is one of the funnier parts. Yeah. Okay, so that's just one. And then it was Liv and Alexa had like a little mini interview, and they're like, "Oh, Alexa doesn't trust anyone." And then Liv is like, "Oh, my time is now to do whatever I gotta do."
Alexa, I liked Alexa's performance a lot in this one because it shows she's barely, like, you can see that she's trying to play a character. Like, she's trying to play someone who's like, "Hey, I'm all good now. I'd like to see a little bit more where it's like, don't push me, don't push me, that sort of thing." Right. Like that crazy Alexa's just below the surface. Like, she's gone through therapy, so she's fine, but like it's still there.
Right.
The match itself. Yeah.
Liv won.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool for Liv. I get annoyed sometimes because I know, like, when the chips are down, they're not going to let her win, and I hate that. Right. But she can win this match, right? The match itself was okay. I think it was too rehearsed. I know how that sounds ridiculous, but it literally looks like they were not moving naturally. They were just like, it was almost like a dance routine, but you could tell it was almost like dancing, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the match they had the previous week with the Fatal 4-Way
was way better.
Way better.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. Is my audio cutting out?
Nope.
Oh, okay. It feels like okay. So and Asuka was ringside. That was kind of neat.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Just because like I just love Asuka talking because it's like half the time she's speaking in Japanese, you don't know what she's saying, and she's embraced that bizarre, goofy character so much that it's just like it's a way different than any of the other characters. So she's always kind of nice to see because she just plays her like she's mad, like she's
Right.
crazy. Oh.
All right. So, you know what? I'm just checking Cameo now, and there's way more now. A lot of people got added. Oh no, temporary unavailable. Bianca Belair was on there too.
Oh,
Drew McIntyre. Oh no, temporary unavailable. Yeah, so they're on here, but some of them aren't available right now. Oh my god, like Shinsuke. There's actually maybe we'll go through that. I'll share the screen. Okay, then we had an awesome. This was like Becky, Zia, Doudrop, Nikki, Shayna, and Tamina, and it was for qualifying for the Money in the Bank. I mean, obviously we knew. I mean, I thought it's like Becky's going to have to get that, but it's still. Becky eliminated Zia with the manhandle slam. She eliminated Nikki by having her tap out.
To the Doudrop.
Yeah, Doudrop eliminated Shayna. And then she eliminated Tamina. And then Becky eliminated Doudrop.
Yeah.
With the manhandle slam off the rope.
The second rope, yeah.
So what? I mean, I thought that was pretty cool. Like all that was pretty good.
I mean, it was good. It was just I don't think that's how you book Becky anymore. Like she's persevering against. No, not this Becky. Not this Becky. Right. That's a face Becky way to do it. To me, what you should have had is they start out as the 6. Becky immediately goes to commentary. She's like, I'll let them sort things out, and I'll show up later. And she starts doing commentary. To me, that's what Becky should have done, like that up. And then like she sees an opportunity, like Doudrop's like up outside. She's like, hold on a minute, boys. She goes up and like kicks her in the head. And then she sits back down. She's like, all right, I'm back. And then like Doudrop hangs her. She's like, oh, you want to fight now? And then she like hammers her a few times. And then she comes back saying, I was rudely interrupted. Like Becky needs to talk in her matches. She needs to continue that character.
Yeah,
who's just an opportunist who this was very much they were chanting Becky's name at the end against Doudrop, and that's not what you want to happen with heel Becky.
But she's too cool.
I know.
I'll show you the Funko. So I've got one in the packaging as well. I'll make it
awesome, man. But that's to me, yeah. Oh man,
it's got the braid and everything.
Yeah,
and the belts. It's pretty good.
Like to have her qualify for Money in the Bank, I would have had like a final 2-way match between, I don't know, Doudrop and Shayna. And then the camera cuts to the back and they're both laid out. And Becky comes down. She's like, I saw them, they couldn't wait to the ring and they knocked each other out. But before, and I think Shayna knocked out Doudrop and then Doudrop fell on Shayna. But before Doudrop passed out, she said, Becky, you're my favorite wrestler. I want you to have my spot in Money. And I really appreciate that. So I'm going to take her up on that offer because damn it, it had to be worth something. And I need to do Goodbye Doudrop.
Yeah, I reluctantly accepted the offer.
Yeah, like that's what you needed to do. Because even like when John Cena came out, Becky was still in character. She was like,
yeah, I know. She's like,
yeah.
She was the only one still. I noticed that immediately. She's so funny. She's like sitting there like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the one.
It's like, who doesn't want her in this match?
I know. So you gotta do it in you gotta make her sneaky and you got to make her opportunistic to me, because that's what her character is now, right? So you booked her like a face. They were chanting her name. I'm like,
yeah. Well, I'm going to be chanting her name on Monday Night Raw anyway, so I don't care.
yeah. Well, no, you would chant her name regardless.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that if you don't want the average fan to cheer her,
Yeah.
then you've gone about it the wrong way.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's we have a little bit of time. Just copy and paste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I know that this camera is not too bad and it's a bit zoomed in. I can't zoom it out. My other camera is better. You can see the full side of my room the other way, like you actually see this side.
Yeah.
But this monitor, because the other one's a laptop, this I've got it hooked up to my monitor. My monitor is huge. It's like, so I can see everything clearly. I can read all the comments. It's like when I'm on the laptop, I'm like, what is he saying?
Who called me?
I think when I do the tier rankings, I'm gonna stick to this.
Yeah.
To this computer so I can read what the hell's going on. But I thought Vince McMahon coming out to announce John Cena was super bad bullshit. I thought that was a dirty. I actually thought it was. I mean, I don't care at all. Nothing bothers me, but I do feel that it was in poor taste for him to do it, where he knows that he's gonna get some cheers because he's bringing John Cena in, and it's like, what does he need, an ego stroke here during all this crap? So I don't know. I'm pretty sure people were annoyed at it. I mean, for me, it was just very poor taste. It doesn't bother me. I look, I don't care. I don't care about any of this stuff. Nothing affects me in that way. It doesn't make me angry. I don't want people canceled or whatever. It's like, it did feel really cheap. So I don't know. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I want John Cena's greatest opponent to bring him out. I don't want the boss who hired him and paid him oodles of money, because that's just whatever. Whatever's happening elsewhere aside, I don't want to see Vince McMahon anymore. In general, I didn't want to see him at WrestleMania. The only thing that was good about that is Austin giving him one final stunner was cool, except that he couldn't take it. He literally fell like 7 times before he was supposed to fall. But I actually don't want to see Vince McMahon anymore, not because of what's going on, but because the man's 76. Like, just don't do it anymore, man. Just go. You don't even look like the guy I remember in the Attitude Era. You look terrible. Like, just go away. Like, I don't know. Like, I always want the guy, like, if it was, for instance, The Rock, we were doing this for, I would want Austin there to introduce him, because that was their greatest rivalry, right? Like, I would want someone who was like a great opponent of Cena's.
Yeah, like, or even either that or someone who's friends with him or something. Yep.
Like it would be Randy Orton or it would be Edge to me. Yeah. Both had sensational runs with him. But the one thing that was to me exceptionally shocking, and I actually rewound it because I was looking at my phone and I heard the voice and I looked up and I just caught the end of it, was they had AEW guys praising John Cena. I'm like, wow. Jericho's in AEW.
I saw that.
Daniel Bryan's in AEW.
Yeah.
Big Show's in AEW.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Like, and you see when Jericho showed up, people died.
Yeah, I know.
But I really liked Stephanie and Vince, you've made tons of money off.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what is he gonna? It's like, oh, what are you gonna do in the next 20 years? I don't know, make movies.
We lost our video for a moment there.
Oh, I was fine.
No, I saw both of us become buffered for a minute.
Oh,
For a second.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, it looked okay on my end, so I'm not sure what happened there, but whatever.
But yeah, very happy that Cena got it. I'm glad that they refocus on the Make-A-Wish stuff because that
Yeah, he's
stuff
done like
is,
600 or something crazy.
yeah, he's done phenomenal there. Not everyone
That's a
has
lot.
liked Cena, and somewhat for good reason. He did stop some pushes that honestly he probably shouldn't have. Like he did have that whole ego thing, and people didn't like, Super John Cena where he just seemed to beat everyone. 5 moves of doom, all that. But Cena to me always was, polarizing, but like he had it, and you hear about that. He did have it. He had the look, he had the personality. A lot of people were pissed off that he stopped being the doctor of thugonomics, but Cena himself said, look, I'm getting older. This is a younger man's persona. I'm now hustle, respect, loyalty. And I'm sitting there saying, yeah, why is that bad? Like, boo, hustle, respect, loyalty, boo. That's like when Kurt Angle came out with the 3 C's or whatever, and people were booing him. And I remember we would talk about that, and you're like, why are people booing him? People are idiots.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, thugonomics, like that is a younger guy's thing. Once you get too old, you're like, this is like stupid.
Yeah. He's our age. So he's not going to come out like the doctor. He's 45. Like he's not going to come out like the doctor of freaking thugonomics. He did come out a couple years ago in that persona just to give people
to be fun. Just
yeah,
to be funny.
But he couldn't keep that because he's like, he's got a bald spot now. You could see it when he took his hat off. Like it's not, I think people really want to hold on to their youth and they want to cheer that.
Right.
And
got the cameo up, but yeah.
And they don't want to face the facts that there's certain things you have to leave behind. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. That's super funny. That was awesome.
I liked how Cena, there are guys he shook his hand. I like how he interacted with the heels because that shows that, that broke the fourth wall. Like I was like when you see the actual genuine respect that the performers have for one another, that's cool. I really like that.
All right, so before we go, let's take a look at some of these cameos on here that they have.
Kalisto.
So this here, so this is who they've got on here. Oh, Arn Anderson. So it's like
Chavo.
So yeah, Shayna's $90, and this is it's Canadian. It's in Canadian because I'm in Canadian dollars.
You want the referee? The referee can give you a cameo.
Yeah. Shotzi.
Jessica Starr, another referee. Indy Hartwell.
There's Mandy Rose, 320 though.
Mandy Rose, yes. Liv.
Yes, he lived 710. So if you let me know if did that pop up or no? Oh, it did pop up. The next screen popped up. So you can actually see what it's kind of like. Let me know if you can hear this or not.
No, you got the mute button on.
I haven't played it yet.
Back with Morgan, and I'm finally, for a limited time, available on Cameo.
Could you hear that?
10 spots available, so please book now, and don't forget to stream.
Oh, there's only 10 spots.
July 18th, only on.
Okay, so it doesn't have any examples.
Start with Morgan, and I'm
normally it gives you like
an example.
Yeah. But I think because it's like she was only oh wait, maybe there's more. No. I don't know who this is. Yeah, Carmella 3. It's so $400.
Yeah.
I think Shotzi had some examples.
Kevin Owens is there.
Yeah, he's okay. So basically, Maybe I shouldn't be using Edge because this is like Edge. I don't know why Edge is like the worst browser.
Yep.
Why is it taking forever to load? It's like it's brutal. Okay, so let's see. Like here's like a birthday thing.
Okay.
Leah, welcome to the ball pit and happy birthday! Your brother let me know that it's your birthday, and I would love to sing to you to celebrate your awesome birthday, if you do not mind. Oh, and I brought a friend because your brother also told me that you love horror movies. So I brought my burnt up Michael Myers. Are you ready to help me sing? Awesome. Let's do it. Happy birthday to you.
It's so random.
That's
So yeah, okay. So then
Rick
who else?
Boogs,
See Bianca, but it says temporarily unavailable. So she was.
Big E, Kevin Owens,
Sonya Deville is available.
Theory.
Oh my gosh, yeah. 400 though.
Cesaro. He's not
Cesaro,
even
yeah.
up to WWE anymore.
Yeah, so some of them are say not available. See like temporarily unavailable, you know, some of these are available.
Nia Jax, Bobby Lashley, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, how much was Shawn?
Seth
Oh
Rollins.
my gosh. Shawn Michaels is $1,000.
Yep. AJ Styles, Seth Rollins,
See, look, they had Rhea Ripley, she was 800. Zelina was
Queen
400.
Selena, Alexa Bliss,
was 640.
Asuka,
Asuka, Charlotte 320.
Maria Menounos, or
Yeah, Menounos.
Menounos, yeah. Naomi,
Randy Orton.
that's not
Naomi. Yeah, that's
The Undertaker. How much is Roman Reigns? It's like $10 million.
640.
Yeah.
Undertaker was 1,300.
My God.
These are Canadian dollars. I don't know.
Mr. Natalia there in the corner, TJ Wilson, Jerry Springer. Holy
Jerry
crap.
Springer. $173. They're just like Jerry.
Ric Flair.
Who is this? Celeste Bonin?
I feel like I would know her.
Ric Flair? Oh, Ric Flair is on live video calls. Yeah, you could do.
That would be very Gilbert. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
The Godfather.
Hey, Raina
Brooklyn Brawler.
Oh my
Brooklyn
God.
Brawler. That is awesome.
Oh, Lanny Poffo.
Yeah. Hornswoggle.
This isn't Raquel, is it? No.
I don't believe so. Maybe. Who knows?
Oh,
Great Kelly.
Kim. I forgot about Gail.
Yeah, Gail Kim, yeah. Duke the Dumpster Grossi.
Oh, wow.
Man.
That's awesome.
Half nude model. Mick Foley.
Yeah, Mick Foley, 160. That's not that much. Oh, Blue Meanie.
DDP.
DDP.
Daniel Bryan. Bryan Danielson. That's his real name.
Yeah. 320. VA Billy Gunn.
Who? Billy Gunn, yeah.
Billy Gunn.
Stevie Ray. I mean, like, were you the leader of NWO, like, backup or whatever? Jackie Gata, holy crap.
Oh my God, yeah, I forgot about her.
Ricky Morton, Rock and Roll Express, holy crap.
Tori Wilson?
Yeah.
Some of the few pages. Some of these aren't really. Some of them are just barely WWE. It's just sort of like.
Yeah, David Otunga, he hasn't been there for years. Charlie Haas, wow, there you go.
Oh, Lillian Garcia.
Oh, nice. Ted DiBiase. I just
Yes.
have him laugh. Ted DiBiase.
Virgil, why is he eating something weird?
He's eating like a pepper he found on the floor or something. I have no idea what that is.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter. Vicky Guerrero. Tatanka.
Tatanka.
Oh, man. Al Snow.
Oh, with head.
Al Snow. Oh, Rhino.
Oh, Sonny, I don't think so.
No, she's in jail.
Not after
Isn't
her, not after her drinking thing.
she? Yeah.
Rhino, yeah.
Amy Weaver.
Brutus Beefcake.
Brutus Barber Beefcake.
Oh, Lacey Evans.
There you go.
Lacey Evans was 96. That's like reasonable.
Yeah. Booker
It won't
T.
be anymore though.
No.
Let me see what a live video. Let me look at a live video call. Did it move to that or no? Okay, I'll wait for it to load.
A WWE super fan? What the hell? Why is she in a cameo? We could do a cameo then.
I actually, we should. I put it on there. I'll respond in 2 seconds.
I'll pay you to do a cameo with me. Christian, Tully Blanchard, Rikishi, Lita.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Lita.
Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah.
I want to take
Mark
a
Henry.
Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah.
Oh, Larry Zabisco.
Yep.
Terry Reynolds.
X-Pac. Terry Reynolds.
Oh,
Teddy Long.
Business. I want to go back for, okay, I'll go back to page 5 in a second. I want to see, oh, that was it. Oh, this guy, Nathan Jones. Yeah.
Holy crap. That would be the scariest message ever. I'm trying to think of Nathan Jones being like jovial. He just like scared the bejesus out of you.
All right, let's take a look at Brutus. Come on. Wow, this thing is the worst. Okay, I'm never using Edge again. I don't know why I use this. All right. Oh, it went to something else.
When we go to Raw, if Edge comes out, we have to yell at him that his browser sucks.
Yeah, really. I wanted to see someone.
Just incredible. Holy crap.
Oh my God. Okay, let's see what Lacey Evans looks like. Okay. Let's go back to Brutus. Is he actually gonna load? Okay, Honky Tonk Man. Let's load up Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, jeez. Come on, Honky Tonk Man.
Finally, the Honky Tonk Man has come to Cameo.com. That's right. If you have something you want to say, if you have something you want me to say, just let me know. Hit me up right here at Cameo.com. The greatest center.
All right, here's like a real one.
Marty, this is Honky Tonk Man. Wake up, son. Get ready. Because we're going to ball and spoil and climb the wall. Old time Jubilee. Oh, yeah, blood's going to flow like wine. Let me tell you something, Marty. The lads wanted me to send you a few words about this big bachelor party you're having. Wanted me to say that I'm sorry and I can't make it, Marty. I wish I could, because what they tell me is this marriage will be worse than getting honky tonk. And you know what that means? That means a little bit of the shake, rattle, and roll after I give you the old kabong and straighten you up. Not only that, they tell me you say you can play the guitar better than Honky Tonk Man. Well, I can promise you, if I could make it to this party, we could settle that in about 2 seconds. Because we give you that shake, rattle, and roll. I'd roll you over, cover you like a blanket. It would be all over for you, Marty. But that's beside the point. What I just want to say now is, I want you guys to have fun at the party. Live it up, have the best time of your life, because this journey you're going to take now, Marty, I hope you're ready for it, son. Because if you're not.
All right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, that went on still. So that's actually quite a lot. That's actually quite a lot.
It's just Brutus.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Brutus the barber here. Billy, Bobby, Mike, Nick, Sal, Adrian. Wow, what a list of people, brother. You're retiring. Everybody's super excited for you. I know how you are. The biggest Brutus fan ever. You know, when I beat Mr. Perfect in Atlanta, you're the only one who's ever even acknowledged that. But I beat him so many times, it doesn't matter. Man, it's great you're retired. I'm super happy you're excited. Todd, you're the man, brother. What a guy. Hey, Brutus Beefcake, happy retirement. Just like me.
Wow.
All right. I want to see Lacey Evans. This is before the new Lacey Evans, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Fancy. Speaking of fancy, hello Nancy. It is WWE Superstar Lacey Evans. Now, Fancy Nancy, if you don't mind me calling you that. Happy birthday, honey. And I want to know how your move to Greek Islands is going, because that is awesome to me. I would love to move there myself. Actually, I've never even, researched what it looks like. You got to send me some photos, honey. I mean, that just sounds incredible. I'm over here on a farm in South Carolina overlooking some chickens. I can't imagine what your view looks like, Fancy Nancy. But this is WWE Superstar Lacey Evans. And I wanted to tell you not only happy birthday, but you pushed through your first year of high school. You got 3 more coming after that, sweetheart. And it is up to you of what you make it. Your situation that you're in, you have when you wake up in the morning, you have.
Well, that's pretty that's actually like a lot longer than I thought it. Like I thought it'd be like, oh hey, how's it going or whatever. It's actually pretty long. And that person would have paid $100. That would have been $100 at that time.
That's pretty good.
Like that's Canadian, so like American, it's like probably like 70 or something, right?
$7,
Like
yeah, probably. Yeah.
So that's not too bad for if someone's a real big fan and you get from that, that's pretty good. Like once it starts getting into like $200-$300, like that's crazy. I think like 100 is like
300. You're showing up at my house, man. 700. You're staying tonight.
Yeah, like 700. That's really crazy. I think
1,013 of 1,300. You're marrying a family member.
Yeah, like that's like where you get those. You can get a Russian bride or. Let me show you the one I've checked. No, I'm just. Let me show you that site I've been checking out.
Fresh off the boat.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, this is crazy. Like, some of these are crazy.
No,
but they have. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna do this. I do like the photo ops if it's within reason.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to the convention this year. They don't have. Sometimes they do get wrestlers, but I don't think they haven't had them for a while. I don't know if it's just like they can't get them here. But actually, this is completely, if you want to do this just for shits and giggles, July 22nd, my comic shop, Gotham Central Comics, is going to have Jimmy Hart there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jimmy Hart, it's $40. You get a photo and autograph with him. You get an autograph photo with him, and you can take pictures with him with your camera there.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, I mean, it's just from 5 to 8 at my comic shop. I'm like, it's like 5 minutes from here. I'm like, that's so weird. Maybe I'll just go there on Friday as my comic book day and just, I don't know. I mean, for $40, that's not too bad. Maybe get
pretty good.
It's $40. Like, I mean, that's nothing, right? Like, I mean, I just spent $600 on Sunday on comics, right? So like,
yeah, I mean, you can't get the wrestlers because they're always on tour. You can only get the retired ones, and usually it's like they look sad now because like this business kills you in old age. I have a feeling unless you're very fortunate, you're going to be broken down by the time you're 60. Yeah. The problem with Fan Expo is we sit there and we're like, yeah, whatever, that's not good. And then like I find in the last 3 weeks, they start doing this person and this person and this, and you're like, oh shit, I want this. Now you're like, damn it. So that's the problem with them. Like you've ruled it out, and then they do to one person, and you're like, I've been waiting for this for like a while.
Yeah.
So that's
I
the
was
problem.
pumped for the Superman duo, like Superman and Lois, but now that
No.
show is just so boring to me. I can't. I would go for Gina Carano. Shatner's there, but my wife really would want to do Shatner, but she can't make it. So like, it's just like I'm not gonna get it if she's not there. So then that's out. I don't really know who else is there. Like, I mean, they've got the Cobra Kai people. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it's really expensive if you want to get them all. The only other person I was thinking was Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Just to do what's it called? Just to do the like I want to get a photo like that, like the pencil pushing
Yeah.
thing. And I've seen people do that photo because it's like, of course, what other photo are you gonna get? Like you want to arm wrestle him like
well,
like,
I mean, Carl Weathers is incredible. Like Gina Carano is this person's there and Gina's there. Like that's the thing. She's not to me.
Yeah, she's not a go. I did the calculation.
It's I'm already spending 300. Let me just throw Gina in because I really
so basically like her photo's like 120 or something. You have to get digital, so it's like, let's say it's 120, and then to get in is like 60. So now you're at 180. Parking is $20 for sure. So let's say 200. So let's say the gas is another. So it's like, let's say like 225. If I would literally drive there, get out of my car, get the picture, and leave, and that would be 225 because I wouldn't do anyone else. So is it worth it for me to just quickly go do it? I don't know. If I did, it would be the Sunday because that's the day that the least amount of people are there. So you don't even have to really worry too much. You can easily just go there and come back.
Go better,
yeah. So
Gina's a good one. Like I know Katie Lotes is there. I think you mentioned
she's there, and so is the other girl. The both of them from
Legends.
The other blonde woman who I guess is her girlfriend in the show.
Who I don't care, but like if it's like the two of them, I'm like I'd rather just have Katie. Like there's nothing against that.
Yeah, you could do them on their own. It doesn't have to be together. Yeah. That's okay, Joe. We're ending off in a few minutes. We're kind of ran late. We started a bit early, but thanks for popping in, anyways. Just to say hello, we appreciate it.
So Money in the Bank.
I can show you really quick. We'll do our predictions. I'll show you. I got Becky 2 belts for Joe who didn't see it earlier.
Yeah. Awesome.
Money in the Bank. Who's going to win it? What do you think?
I'm almost doing this by process of elimination. It's not going to be Shotzi. Okay, so so there's 7.
Okay, so let's write them down. Shotzi,
Asuka,
Raquel, Asuka,
Lacey,
Becky, Lacey. Who are we missing? Alexa Bliss and Liv.
Alexa and Liv.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shotzi, Raquel, Asuka, Becky, Lacey, Alexa, Liv.
All right. So let's start this by process of elimination. Shotzi's not winning.
Right.
I don't think Liv is winning.
I don't think so either.
So that leaves 5, right? She's one. Okay, so let's talk this out because this is hard when there's 7 of them. Asuka's no. I think you would agree.
Yep.
So that leaves 4. That's Raquel, Lacey, Becky, and Alexa.
I think Becky's not going to win.
I don't think she's going to win either.
It's too obvious, and I think that they're going to continue this Asuka Becky for another round of paper, like to the next pay-per-view. What's the next pay-per-view?
SummerSlam.
I think Becky and Asuka are gonna just keep beating each other up, and then Becky's gonna finally defeat her at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
and that'll be SummerSlam.
Yeah,
I don't think it's Liv.
No,
unless I don't know. I think it might I think it might. It's either going to be Alexa.
I don't think it's going to be Alexa. I think it's
Or
going to be Lacey.
Raquel. You
I
think
think
it's going to be Lacey?
Raquel doesn't need it.
Yeah, you're right. And then
But it could be any of those three, I think. Alexa, Raquel, or Lacey. I'm going to go with Lacey.
Okay. All right, let's go with Lacey. And then our backup can be Raquel.
Okay.
All right, we will see. So Joe, you're going
He's going Becky.
you're going with Becky. What do you think? There might be a small chance for Raquel since they've been looking. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Raquel is definitely up there. Raquel needs to fight Bianca Belair at some point. Or like she's fought Ronda, but I think she needs to take on Bianca.
Oh, I didn't think of that. That's another good point.
Yeah, that's that. I wasn't even thinking of that, and I said Lacey.
Yep, could be. That definitely could be. I never even thought of that. See, in Canada, it's not. We've got our holiday is the 1st, actually.
Yeah.
So, it's this Friday is the holiday for us. So the 4th is Saturday. No,
the 4th is Monday.
It's Monday. Oh, okay, but the weekend, right? The 4th of July weekend, right? Yeah. Yeah. That could be the hidden. That could be the hidden immunity idol or whatever. It's like 4th of July. This 4th of July weekend, I'm gonna prove that the military is the best.
There you
It's
go.
like, okay.
Do it.
I do like this Lacey Evans version better. I haven't seen too much of her as that
Southern Belle.
Southern Belle, which is like that was like Becky the Farmer's daughter from.
Yeah.
I mean that angle's okay, but like it's just like I think I like this military look on her too. She looks cooler.
It suits her better.
And I think because she was in the military, so it just goes with her better. If Shotzi wins, that's it. We're like oh yeah, she's guaranteed not winning. Whatever. If she wins, we're like, oh my god.
Well, the internet will break if Shotzi wins.
Yeah. I just want to see Becky like be upset that she did that, because she's not gonna win, and then she's gonna be all upset and everything. It's so funny. I love her. I love this heel character of hers. It's like the best ever, best idea ever. Oh, there's the box. I've got two. So
yeah.
This was the empty one, but like, yeah. So
Becky 2 belts, man.
Yeah.
Who else do I have?
Stone Cold, China, Edge, Drew McIntyre, and Otis.
Well, I have Hogan, Taker, Stone Cold, and John Cena.
I've got Ronda, and I've got Macho Man.
Yep.
And that's it. And Becky. Yeah, I wanted to get Charlotte, but she was just really expensive, so I was just like, But yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, we've gone on, I think, long enough. So nothing on Wednesday. Thursday, Sean and I are going to talk about 1990s comics, the releases in September of 1990. So that'll be next time. And then Saturday, we'll do our recap of Kenobi and Ms. Marvel and Boring and Lois and what else? The Boys. I'm sure we'll talk about that a bit. And what else? I don't know. Top Gun's like made $1 billion. Let's go for $2 billion. Come on, we can do it. Rob Liefeld has seen it 45 times, so he's trying to get it to $1 billion to $2 billion.
I'm telling you, man. I'm really glad this is the movie that has gone.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
all right,
really
guys. I think we're gonna end off there. So hopefully we'll see you on Thursday.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.